I had no idea. I had no idea. This is Nippy 2X1. I'm the Texan with the tornado beard, and we're about to get weird up in here, man, with George Carlin and sports. Now, I'm going to confess, I've never been the biggest sports fan. I was a fan of boxing back when Mike Tyson was the boxer. I was a fan of, because I had Mike Tyson's punch out. That's the only reason I would watch boxing. Oscar de la Hoya, like shit like that. But I was a fan of like pro wrestling and my San Antonio Spurs. That was my sports. Oh, and whoever beat the Cowboys and kept them from going to the Super Bowl that year, that became my fucking sports team. I wish they would fucking win the Super Bowl. That's the way I feel. You're a Texan, you don't like the Cowboys? Yeah, fuck the Cowboys. I don't give a shit. That's fighting words. All right, well, let's fucking put up your dick beaters. Let's dance. All right. Anyways, that's all my sports themes right there. Look, I just shook the table, my bad. All right. This is George Carlin Sports. We're going to get into it right now. Boom. Shakalaka.
Little water, you know, a little water. Didn't hurt to have a little water. Yeah, you know.
What the fuck?
The swallow flipper is working, I'm happy to say.
The swallow
I'd like to
flipper?
talk a little bit about sports. Sports are very big in this country. I'm a sports fan.
That is true.
That's fine, thank you. Good. Yes,
I just told you the sports I was always into.
Positive about sports. As I say, I'm not a fanatic about sports, but I'm not a casual observer either. I was watching ESPN today, for which I'm thankful, by the way. All sorts of strange.
Oops, I'm sorry.
I'm happy to say.
Okay, I'm going to try to get it back to where it was. I do remember the Spurs won a fucking dynasty. Yep, I remember that shit. Hell yeah, I remember the first time. Dude, I was working security, and yeah, I don't give a shit. This is my fucking video. It's transformative. I got to pause it and get my stories. This is me reacting to it. And if you want to watch the full video, I'm going to put the link in the description. So go down in the description, watch the video, and then come back and watch me fuck it all up, all right? Turn a fucking 10-minute video into a 45-minute reaction. I'm magic. I can do that. Don't tear me. Hey, don't threaten me with a good time. I'll make this video an hour long. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah, I remember like I was working security and I was listening to it on the radio, and it was the Spurs versus it was New York, and boom, we won. And I remember I was in the Frito-Lay factory. Where they make Frito-Lay chips. It's right there off of 35. I used to do security. I used to be the guy who worked the night shift to let people in and out. I worked the third shift. I was armed and shit. Yeah, and I used to fucking and then I was sitting there, and boom, dude, I heard like the whole factory felt like it was gonna shake. I got up, I screamed, but everybody, the whole factory felt like it was shaking because everybody making chips were fucking screaming. Yeah, they all had it, listening to it too, dude. And then outside on the highway, I can hear horns honking and people fucking screaming, dude. And it was the strangest fucking thing. I was like, holy shit, this is cool as fuck. Like everybody's like, yeah. That was when we won our first championship. I remember that shit. Anyways, sports. Back to George Carlin. This is why you're here, right? Not because of me.
As I say, I'm not a fanatic about sports, but I'm not a casual observer either. I was watching ESPN today, for which I'm thankful, by the way. All sorts of strange things they show on ESPN. Today they had some swimming that was interesting. The women's 200-meter breaststroke. Well, I'd never seen a woman with 200-meter breasts.
What?
So I was really interested. But I'll tell you this,
dude,
I'm enough of a sports fan.
Bro, I see you're wearing the fucking Mr. Rogers sweater. This looks like a light color. This looks like he's not the dark, sinister George Carlin. He's gonna be the upbeat George Carlin. I think I reacted to one like Traffic like that or something. That joke was corny. Come on.
Fan. that I suggest, I have some rules changes I would like to suggest. I think there are some changes we could make in certain sports that would make them more exciting, you know? Like in football, I would let all 45 guys play at the same time. You know, what's this shit standing around watching the game? Get in there, put a helmet on and hurt somebody, for Christ's sake.
Fucking dude, get in there.
To watch, and never mind lining up. Just grab the ball and run like a motherfucker, you know?
Yeah, just fucking grab it and take off.
Thing I would do in football, I would leave the injured on.
Look, why ain't nobody made a fucking video game mode like that? I would play a video game where it was 24v24, and you played your own fucking, like, football person, and it was basically like, you'd have to do it like, it couldn't be like real football, but you played like your own person was online, like you could catch the ball and try to get them like across the line. When you get up to people, you can like fight them and shit. I don't know. That I would play that. Tell me you wouldn't play that.
On the field.
Hell yeah, I'd play that game.
They're always talking about how it's a big war going on out there.
Yeah.
Fine, let the Red Cross come around and pick these assholes up.
Yo, Doge Carlin's always been a cynical motherfucker, ain't he? What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh, man, hang on. I'm going to see if I'm still... I apologize. From time to time, the mic sometimes starts recording, and then I can fix that if I'm aware of it, but I don't want to stream the whole thing, and, like, don't give me, you know... You're not going to get a genuine first reaction from me if my mic cuts out and I accidentally react to the entire thing. That's why some George Carlins you haven't seen, because that's happened before.
I changed basketball. You can make basketball.
I'm waiting long enough for me to
You know what you do? You have a 2-second shot clock.
2-second shot clock.
As soon as that ball is inbounds, get that sumbitch up in the air. I didn't come to watch a game of catch. I'm looking for a 400 or 500 point ball game. I'm a fan. I won 6 overtimes and 1,000 points on the board.
Hell yeah.
Another thing I would do for basketball, the
6 overtimes.
center court line, for 10 feet on either side of the center court line, I would have a gasoline fire.
Yo, why are you trying to kill people?
You see the really fast break.
Fast break, the burnt chip.
I would allow 25 points for any ball that goes in the basket off another guy's head. You see some...
The way he hit his head like that. Just imagine the game where it's a fucking basketball game and the dude just chokes the ball and it hits this dude. He goes, oh, and it goes in 25 points. Oh my god, okay, let's go. Jeez.
Good fights during those close games, I'll tell you. And you'd increase the chance for serious injuries.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, injuries. That's what I like about sports. I don't care who wins these games. If I want to
this
see
guy
winners,
is
I watch the
fucking
Academy
insane.
Awards. I'm looking for injuries, serious, lifelong, crippling, debilitating injuries.
Jesus.
I'm an American. Give me a little violence and I'm a happy guy.
Calm the fuck down.
Most people won't admit that. They'll say, well, I like the competition. Yeah, like Hiroshima, right? Fuck the competition. I'm looking for a leg in 2 or 3 places.
Oh my god.
We can improve these sports and speed them up. You know, baseball needs a little speeding up. You know how you speed up baseball? Everybody gets one swing. That's it. One swing. Fuck you. You're out. Sit down. Come on. Let's go.
Dude, I'm glad we timed that water break just perfect. I had never seen.
There's another thing to make baseball a lot faster. If the pitcher hits the batter with the ball, batter's out. You hit 27 guys, you got yourself a perfect game, my friend. You get 2 really good, accurate pitchers out there, and you could be out of that ballpark in 15 minutes. You could be watching football on TV. I see some serious goddamn injuries.
Oh my god, dude. No, I don't like the injuries.
For baseball, out in the outfield, I would have a series of randomly placed landmines.
Yo, this dude is like, what the? No, do you see the way he's looking at me? George Carlin is like a serial killer. Yo, I think he's more scary like this than he is all dressed in black and cynical. Like, because this looks like a friendly person. But no, you sit down to have a cup of coffee with this motherfucker, and you realize it real quick, this guy's got some issues. Holy shit, dude, why are you trying to blow everybody up, George? Good Lord.
Under that ball. Holy shit. Now, I must explain. The
Oh
only
my
reason I
God.
mentioned baseball,
I'm moving my
basketball,
phone.
and football is because, to my way of thinking, these are really the only three sports we have. Nothing else
Yeah.
qualifies as a sport, according to me. Everything else is a
Hockey.
game or...
No. When we got the iguanas, that was the first hockey. It was really amateur hockey, and we've been going, and every now and again we'll go to a Rampage game. And I've always wanted to get like Rampage season tickets, but one year maybe we'll be able to. But I hockey I consider it a fucking sport, dude. Have you ever watched that shit? That violence and shit he wants in the sport. That shit's in hockey. That shit is in hockey. Dude, you'll be sitting there, they'll be slamming each other up against the fucking glass, and you don't even know what the hell's going on. It's going on so quick. It's like these people just fucking. It's like a bunch of goddamn figure skaters with sticks, fucking are trying to hit a goddamn rock into a tiny net, and they downed every Red Bull that's in fucking Canada, and they went out there on the fucking ice and just went nuts, knocking each other's teeth out and shit, dude. Like hockey's crazy, bro. I like watching hockey. I'm a hockey fan. My favorite team, I do like the Dallas Stars. It's the one team I do like. I like my Texas team. I got to root for them, man. My Dallas Stars, man.
Or an activity. Hockey comes to mind. People think hockey is a sport. Hockey is not a sport. Hockey is three activities going on at the same time. Ice skating, playing with a puck, and beating.
I had no idea. I had no idea he was gonna go in and fucking just demolish my love of hockey. Goddamn. Fuck you, George. I'm pretty sure if he was alive, he would appreciate me going, you know what? God damn it. Oh, man. Okay. Let me back it on up. I'm going to start it right here. Let's go. We're only 4 minutes into a 10-minute video. I got to fucking go.
Or an activity. Hockey comes to mind. People think hockey is a sport. Hockey is not a sport. Hockey is three activities going on at the same time. Ice skating, playing with a puck, and beating the shit out of somebody.
I just basically said that. He said it in a fucking much faster way than I said it, but he said it way different. I just said that, George. Why are we on? Am I on the same brainwave as George Carlin? Have I seen so many of his videos? I'm now thinking, my little green friend, are you worried about me? Dude, if he started talking, I'd freak the fuck out. This would be a different video. All right, anyways.
Now, if these guys were intelligent at all, they would do these things one at a time. First you go ice skating, then you play with the puck, then you go to the bar and beat the shit out of somebody. The day would last a lot longer and these guys would have a whole lot more fun. Tell you another reason hockey is not a sport, it's not played with a ball. Anything that isn't played with a ball can't be a sport.
It's
These
a
are
puck.
my rules, I make them up.
Well, then your rules
Hockey is
suck.
played with a
I
puck.
consider
What is a puck?
hockey.
I never even
I
heard
consider
of a
hockey
puck
a
outside of hockey. You ever
sport.
heard of a puck? The only other place you find a puck is in the urinal to control the smell in the bathroom. All right? And as far as I'm concerned, any game where the main object is something that came out of a urinal is definitely not a sport. Soccer is not a sport because you can't use your arms. Anything where you can't use your arms can't be a sport.
It has a ball.
Tap dancing isn't a sport. I rest my case. Another thing I don't like
Soccer
about
is a
soccer, they
sport.
got dots on the ball. That's a big rule of mine. No goddamn dots on the ball.
Why?
Running. People think running is a sport. Running isn't a sport because anyone can do it. You know, anything we can all do can't be a sport. I can run, you can run. My mother can run. You don't see her on the cover of Sports Illustrated, do you? People say, I'm going to run down to the store and buy a loaf of bread. Fine. It's not a goddamn sport. I'm not going to pay you to buy a fucking loaf of bread. Swimming. Swimming isn't a sport. Swimming is a way to keep from drowning. That's common sense.
So when I was younger. Oh my god, this is fucking crazy. Look at this kid. Look at these people right here. They're all like, everybody all like, holy shit, George, you fucking killing it, dude. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I got to. Oh. It reminded me, like, when he said swimming's not a sport. Up here, there was when we lived in the neighborhood up this way, they had like a swim team, and it was like for the schools, and all the different schools and all the different HOAs would come around, and I got first place at like the relay. And because I was always fucking like, I was super fucking quick, dude. I'm like Aquaman underwater, believe it or not. This fat ass can fucking swim. But I never considered it a sport for some reason, dude. But yeah, it's because you fucking, it's not tied up the trap. God damn, George Carlin, man. Get into it, come on.
Sailing isn't a sport. Sailing is a way to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Riding a bus isn't a sport. Why the fuck should sailing be a sport?
Same thing with NASCAR.
Boxing is not a sport. Boxing is a way to beat the shit out of somebody. In that respect, boxing is a more sophisticated form of fighting. But beating the shit out of somebody is not a sport in spite of what the police think.
Oh my God.
When police brutality becomes an Olympic event, fine, then boxing can be a sport.
Wow.
Bowling isn't a sport because you have to rent the shoes.
What?
Don't forget my rules, I make them up.
Because you rent the shoes?
Now, billiards is not a sport because there's no chance for serious injuries. Unless you welch on a bet in a tough neighborhood.
True.
Then, if you see a guy with a pool cue sticking out of his ass,
yeah.
you know that might be a sports-related injury. But that's not billiards, that's pool. And
that's
starts
pool.
with a P and that rhymes with D, and that brings me to darts.
Darts.
Now, darts could be a sport because you might put somebody's eye out. But darts will never be a sport because the whole object is to reach zero, which goes against all sports logic.
Oh my God, dude. This is not what I thought it was going to be. This is crazy. Okay, let's get back. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I just got to catch my breath, okay? Let me catch my breath. This dude's throwing a lot at me in the fucking couple of minutes I let it play. Jesus. George, calm down, bro. Oh my God. My little green friend, you all right back there? Yeah, he says he's good. All right. Oh, shit. There we go.
Lacrosse is not a sport. Lacrosse is a faggot college activity.
It's just a different generation.
Yo, I'm not gonna censor it. George Carlin said it. I don't believe it. You have to understand the reason why I'm not censoring and why I believe in freedom of speech. It's the context of the times. It may be shocking now, but you have to understand. Back then, it wasn't as shocking, and it was like today. I know George wouldn't say that. You know what I mean? It's not. Should he be canceled over this? No. You have to look at the times he's in. Bill Burr, there's a Bill Burr I'm going to react to that explains that. So, yeah, I don't agree with what he said right there today. Back then, it probably would have been no big deal. Apparently it wasn't, but today it's not right. Anyways, let's get into it. I don't agree with it.
Sorry about that. That's right.
I definitely don't agree with you, George.
In a field with a stick with a net on the end of it, you're engaged in a faggot college activity. Same
Wow.
goes for field hockey and fencing. These things aren't sports, but you can't gamble on them. Anything you can't gamble on can't be a sport. When was the last time you made a fucking fencing bet?
What the fuck?
Gymnastics is not a sport because Romanians are good at it.
What?
Took me a long time to come up with that rule, but I thought of one. Polo isn't a sport. Polo is golf on horseback. It's a great concept, but it's not a sport. And water polo, I don't even want to mention water polo because it's extremely cruel to the horses.
What?
Which brings me to hunting. You think hunting's a sport? Ask the deer. The only thing good about hunting is the many accidents on the weekends.
Wow.
Which brings me to auto racing. Now we're talking serious goddamn injuries, folks.
Oh, yeah, people
that's
die.
What I'm looking for in auto racing, a nice crash and a car fire. I don't care who wins these races. It's the same 5 rednecks who win all the time anyway. Who gives a shit about these people? I gotta be honest with you.
Oh my God, dude. George is a straight up asshole, man. God damn. George. Dude, at this point in time, I would have been like, yo, I don't know if I want to work with him. George, calm down, bro. I used to like you. What are you doing?
I gotta be honest. Driving 500 miles in a circle does not impress me.
I've heard that joke before. Come
I'm
on.
looking for an accident. Let me put it this way. When else am I going to see a
Okay.
26-car collision and not be in the...
All right, I don't watch NASCAR. I get into more of the motorcycle racing. I was a big Lugosi fan. I used to watch like all the AMA when Buell was out doing the AMA. I used to have a Buell Lightning, so I used to watch when Buell won the AMA. I still watch some of the AMA races, but yeah, I basically I like motorcycle racing more than I like any other. And to me, fuck it. It's a sport, dude. You know that I like to watch. It's another.
the goddamn thing?
I don't know why. I
Then we have tennis. Now, tennis, very trendy, not a sport. Tennis is a form of ping pong.
Yeah.
In fact, tennis
Yes,
is ping
he's
pong
right.
played while standing on the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Great
Tennis is-
idea, but it's not a sport. In fact, all racket games are nothing but derivatives of ping pong. Even volleyball
True.
is racketless team ping pong played with an inflated ball and a raised net while standing on the table.
Wow.
And then finally we come to golf. Do you ever watch golf on TV?
No, I can't.
It's like watching flies fuck.
All right, George. We see an eye to eye on that one. Yeah, I agree. My opinion.
I get more excited picking out socks. Golf could be fun if you could play alone, but it's
Yeah.
these genetic defectives that you have to hang around with. That
Wow.
makes it such a boring pastime. Think of the brains that it takes to play golf. Hitting a ball with a crooked stick
Yeah.
and then walking after it. And then
Is that Miss Hedberg?
hitting it again. I say pick it up, asshole. You're lucky you found it. Put it in your pocket and go the fuck home, will ya?
Alright, man, let's fucking Jesus, dude. This is Nippy 2X1. I'm the Texan with the tornado beard. We just got weird up in here with some of the sports. Little green friend, tell them see you later.
What the fuck? So please sa pagkarat, sarang kabar, sa barakaray, sarang whatever.